Hello students, myself Neeru James, your SST teacher, and in this video I am going to explain you outcome of democracy and how democratic government is accountable, responsive and legitimate. Not only these, we are going to discuss here economic outcome of democracy, how reduction of inequality and poverty in democratic government, and how democratic government accommodate with social diversity as well as dignity and freedom of citizens, how respected in democratic country. All these things we are going to discuss here. So first, if we will talk about democracy, that it is an accountable government. So in democracy we are most concerned with ensuring that people will have right to choose their rulers and people will have control over rulers. Here one important thing is coming, that people have control on rulers. Now question is standing here, that how people have control on rulers. So that we will see here, that at the time of election people are choosing their rulers, and when these rulers are not listening demand of people, so at that time people in coming election, people will not definitely give vote to those chosen people, those elected representatives whom they chose earlier. Okay, so what will happen, people will directly or indirectly participate in decision making and they affect that decision making process. Democratic government is accountable to people as it is elected by the people. Means definition के हिसाब से अगर हम जाते हैं तो democratic government is the government of people, for the people, by the people. This definition was given by Abraham Lincoln. It means that जो government बनी है वो लोगों के बीच में से बनी है, लोग इसके अंदर participate कर रहे हैं. तो जो जिन्हें चूज किया है लोगों ने, वोटर्स ने जिनको एज ए रिप्रेजेंटेटिव चूज किया है, इलेक्ट किया है इलेक्शन के टाइम पर, सो डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट is becoming at that time answerable to the people for every action, every policy, every plan, whatever is made by it, because people approach to the government and ask, because these elected representatives again coming election will approach for the vote to these people. So in this way democratic government is becoming accountable form of government which is answerable to the need of people. The second thing, that is democratic government is a responsive government. Responsive government means when government is chosen, elected, it is becoming responsible towards the demand and needs of people. Government is elected by people to fulfill their expectation. When people are voting to the representatives or to the contestant, so that time they are having some demands, some goals, some ideas, that these elected representatives fulfill their expectation. And if government does not complete the demand of people, next election definitely these people will not be elected and will not be given vote. So democracy is always becoming responsive towards the need as well as demands of people. Democracy is always blamed for delay to make the decision. Sometimes people are saying that the democratic government is there, it means that it will take lots of time to take decision. Dictator government or non-democratic governments are taking quick decisions. But what is happening, whenever decisions are taken by democratic government through the process of negotiation, through the listening the opinion of all the people, that time what happen, there will be less chances of democratic government to take wrong decisions. Okay, whenever decisions are taken quickly, mostly there are more chances that decision will be taken wrong or less accepted. But when decisions are taken through negotiation, through deliberation, that time what happened? Definitely these decisions are more accepted and more effective. And the third thing we will discuss here, that is democracy is a legitimate government. Legitimate means when democratic government is formed, it is formed on the basis of some procedure, after following some procedure such as election. What are the rules for the election are set by election commission. All these things are followed by democratic government at the time of election, or you can say that it is a form of government which is formed according law as well as constitution. This government is not according to the wish और whim of a particular person like non-democratic government. जब non-democratic government में government form होती है, so that time it is not listening anybody. It is just only fulfilling the demands and needs or goals of some individual or one person in non-democratic government. Democratic government is most transparent government. People have right to check the procedure whenever decisions are taken, whether the procedure followed or not. All these questions can be asked by the people. People can ask with the help of Right to Information Act. Citizens who want to know if a decision was taken through the correct procedure can find this out, and they have the right, and that means to examine the process of decision making, and this is making government legitimate government. Now we are moving towards the economic growth and democracy. So if you will see that compare the economic growth with non-democratic and democratic government, और you can say dictatorial government को जब हम democratic government से compare करेंगे तो हम यहाँ पर एक conclusion पर पहुँचते हैं कि जब भी economic growth की बात होती है तो developed nations के अंदर two developed nation हैं आपके सामने, एक के अंदर डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट है, एक में नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट है. आई विल once repeat once again, I am talking about developed nation. एक डेवलप्ड नेशन के अंदर नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट रूल कर रही है, अदर नेशन में डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट रूल कर रही है. इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ की अगर जब बात की जाती है, डेफिनेटली जहां पर नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट है वहां पर इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ जो है वो क्या होगी, हायर होगी, बिकॉज द रीजन इज दैट decision making is fast as well as uninterrupted in these dictatorial governments. The allocation of resources is also done more efficiently by these government, and economic decision and their implementation also take place directly. Here there is no interfere of other people in these dictatorial governments. And that time what happened, whatever decisions are taken regarding the economic growth or you can say economic decisions when taken, so growth is always seen higher in compared to the democratic government. अब हम कंपेयर करेंगे सेम चीज डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज या अंडर डेवलप्ड नेशंस के अंदर. इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ की अगर हम बात करें तो चाहे से गवर्नमेंट डिक्टेटर हो या डेमोक्रेटिक हो, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ जो है उसका डिफरेंस है डेवलपिंग नेशंस के अंदर वो बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं होता. ओके, सो हियर हम कह सकते हैं कि डेवलप्ड नेशन के केस के अंदर ठीक है कि डिक्टेटर गवर्नमेंट क्विक डिसीजंस लेकर के इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को हाई पहुंचाती है, लेकिन पॉलिटिकली वो इनकैपेबल होती है, लेस एक्सेप्टेड बाय पीपल होती है, या यूं कह सकते कि पीपल को फोर्सफुली डिक्टेटर गवर्नमेंट के डिसीजंस को एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है। लेकिन डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज के अंदर इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ का ये डिफरेंस जो होता है, गवर्नमेंट कोई सी भी हो, ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होता। The many other factors which are responsible for the economic growth of the nations are here that affect the economic growth, such as the population of nation as well as quality and quantity of that population. Then what type of natural resources are available, global economic situation is what, then how much cooperative a nation is towards the other nation, and what are the priorities and implementation of economic policies of any individual nation. All these things are affecting the economic growth of any nation. You cannot say that a type of government is affecting economic growth, but the economic growth of nation is affected by some other different factors. Now, reduction of inequality and poverty. In actual life, democracy do not appear to be very successful in reducing the economic inequality. इसका एग्जाम्पल हम देंगे, the rich are growing richer and they are very less in number. Other side, the people who are in majority, poor people who do not have power in their hand, who are not able to even meet the basic necessities of their life such as food, clothes and shelter. Large number of people who are poor, they live in slums, they live in camps, their living conditions are very bad. Number of people, so many people are unemployed and this unemployment is increasing day to day. So we can say that in case of reduction of inequality and poverty, democracy is not that much successful. People are not only this, but people are involved in corruption also, and poor are unable to get facilities since they are not able to pay bribe to the person who is in authority. So poor people are, due to poverty, are not able to grow. The situation is much worse in some other nations also, like as Bangladesh. More than half of the population live in poverty. In India, if you will talk, India also about 75% families in villages, they are earning less than 5,000 rupees per month, and about 120 crore population of whole nation in both cities and village are poor in India. So we can say that being a big democracy, India is not able to reduce the inequality as well as poverty from the nation. Now, the positive point of democratic government is that it is easily or very comfortably accommodate with the social diversities. Here, no society can fully permanently resolve conflict among different group of people, but we can certainly learn to respect these differences, and we can also evolve mechanism to negotiate the difference, and the process of negotiate is happen only in democratic nations. जो democratic nations जो होते हैं वहाँ पर हर group of people, every group of people is listened carefully. Means people are not discriminate on the basis of caste, religion, gender or sex. Now, ability to handle social differences and division and conflict, thus is a definite plus point of democratic regime or government. Again, you can take the example of Belgium and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka remind us that it was not much successful to accommodate with social diversities. And other hand, Belgium का example अगर हम लेते हैं, so Belgium accommodate with minority and majority very nicely by giving them equal opportunities in central government as well as capital city, and by forming the community government also. So it is also necessary that rule by majority does not become rule by majority community in term of religion or race or linguistic group. But rule by majority means that every category, every group of people in society, in nation, whoever is available will get chance to express their views, put their ideas, put their opinion. That will make the democratic country as long as successful as well as more positive outcome giving government. So the democratic government is very efficient to accommodate with diversities, social diversities properly. Democratic government is based on consultation and discussion. Then it do not discriminate the group of people on the basis of religion, caste, creed, language, and discussion provide a peaceful solution to the problem. Whenever conflicts arising, at that time it is solved with the help of discussion. Citizens are equal and they enjoy equal social and political rights. There is no national language in our nation. You have read in previous classes also. Then we do not have any means India is secular nation. It is democratic country and it is secular, means it is respecting all religion equally. So this atmosphere lead to the peaceful and harmonious life among citizens. Here democracy is superior to any other form of government to promote the freedom and dignity of individual. It enhances the dignity of individual as it gives equal rights and freedom to all people. When conflict arise among individual, some feel that they are not treated equally, they are not treated respectful. But in democratic government, people, it enhances the dignity of individual, it gives them equal rights, equal opportunities, and all are treated equally. All have right to vote as well as elected as a candidate in elections. Then all enjoy or take the part or become a part of decision making machinery or administrative decisions. Whenever taken, people can be part of that. Democracy provides an effective and acceptable method to resolve disputes and give chance to correct its mistakes also. This we have discussed already only. Now one more thing is also in case of women की अगर हम बात करें, डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट फ्रॉम बाय द लॉन्ग स्ट्रगल, विमेन ने बहुत लंबे टाइम तक हिस्टोरिकल, अगर हिस्ट्री को हम देखते हैं, सो लॉन्ग स्ट्रगल के बाद विमेन आर नाउ टेकन एज सेंसिटिवली and they are given respect, they are given equal treatment in a democratic society. Now women are also treated equally as well as with respect. They are recognized after they are acceptable legally and morally after long struggle. Now women in the government accepted that there is a need to improve their condition, and the country, large country like as India, their condition is improving day by day. Now in the field of education, girls up to a certain level have been made free in most of the state. Their education is free, they are getting more facilities. 1/3 seats are reserved in local bodies. There are number of government job where reservation is there for women, as well as one bill is also kept for discussion in parliament to give 1/3 reservation in parliament as well as state legislative assemblies to women. So here we can say that democracy in India has strengthened the claims of disadvantaged as well as discriminated caste for equal status and equal opportunities. It is providing them equal status as well as equal opportunities in spite of, without any discrimination. Now, number of time people are judging democratic government negatively. डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट के अंदर बहुत सारे, जब हम उसको एग्जामिन करते हैं तो बहुत सारे नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स जो होते हैं डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट के अंदर लोगों को मिलते हैं. एंड पीपल आर पुटिंग दीज नेगेटिव थिंग्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ पीपल. जैसे एग्जाम्पल लेंगे, when we are two friends are together and when we are saying one another and one friend is doing something unexpected which is not done by him or her before, so what we are saying कि तुम आज ऐसा कैसा कर रहे हो, तुम तो ऐसा करते ही नहीं हो. Okay, so in that situation when we do not like that act of that friend, so हम उसको क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, हम उसको बोलते हैं कि नहीं आगे से ऐसा मत करना, ये तुमको सूट नहीं करता. इंडिविजुअल पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ ड्रेस की बात करते हैं हम कि पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ ड्रेस जो आपने उनको नहीं देखा और कभी वो उसको इस टाइप ऑफ स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ ड्रेस ट्राई करते हैं और आपको वो पसंद नहीं आती, तो आप क्या करते हैं, क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं कि तुम पर ये चीज़ सूट नहीं कर रही. तो अगर फ्रेंड उसको पॉजिटिवली लेगा, वाकई में एक्चुअली दैट इज नॉट सूटिंग हिम और हर, उसको अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम उसको फॉलो अप नहीं करेगा, नेक्स्ट टाइम उसको ट्राई नहीं करेगा. ऐसी सिचुएशन के अंदर जब क्रिटिसाइज को पॉजिटिवली लिया जाता है, क्रिटिसिज्म को पॉजिटिवली लिया जाता है, तो चांसेस होते हैं कि हम अपने आप को और ज़्यादा इम्प्रोवाइज करें, और ज़्यादा बेटर तरीके से प्रेजेंट करें. सो सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग इन डेमोक्रेसी ऑल्सो. जब डेमोक्रेसी के लिए लोग उसको कंप्लेन करते हैं तो ये एक उसके लिए खुद टेस्टिमनी बन जाता है कि डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट जो है वो धीरे धीरे सक्सेसफुल हो रही है. इट शोज पीपल डेवलप द अवेयरनेस. ये पीपल की अवेयरनेस को डेवलप करता है कि कैसे लोग अवेयर होते हैं and they criticizing the government, the power holders and trying to make them more improved administrative organ of the nation. यानी जब हम उनको डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, पावर होल्डर्स को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं, तो हम उनको चेक करते हैं, पीपल जो है वो उनको कंट्रोल करते हैं कि वो रॉन्ग डिसीजन ना ले. अ पब्लिक एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ डिससेटिस्फैक्शन विद डेमोक्रेसी shows the success of democratic process. यानी लोग उसको सजेस्ट करते हैं कि ये डिसीजन जो है वो डिससेटिस्फाइड है, पॉजिटिव आउटकम लाने वाला नहीं है, और ऐसी सिचुएशन के अंदर that people expect that the better government function and democratic government is allowing people such type of criticism and trying to improve or trying to accept its mistakes and correct its mistakes also. Thank you.